Hey, this is Joe Begley here with another tutorial. Today, I'm going to show you how to take an array of integers, remove duplicates, and return that array. It's the duplicate removal problem. You've probably seen it in some sort of algorithms textbook or maybe in an interview. It's extremely common, and it's got a bunch of applications in the real world. So today, I'm going to show you how to solve that efficiently with JavaScript. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to declare a function. We're going to call it remove duplicates. Now it's going to take an array as an argument. Now what we want to do is we want to loop through this array and we want to check if the value's been in there before. And the best way to do this, in my humble opinion, is to create an object or a hash. I prefer the term hash, so we will put the duplicates hash, and we're going to set it equal to that, and we'll make it a constant. So what we're going to do is we're going to loop through this array. So we're going to say for var I equals 0, I less than r dot length, I plus plus, and we're going to say if duplicate hash ri. So we're going to say if we find this element in the hash, that means we've already seen it and therefore it's a duplicate. And we're going to use the splice method, which is a built-in method in JavaScript, to take it out. Now if it's not in there, that means it's our first time interacting with this, and we want to make sure that we know it's in there for later. So we're going to set that equal to 1. And then it's this simple. We're just going to return the array. So if we go down into the console, we can execute this file. We're going to say, oh yeah, first we need to come up with some tests. So we're going to say console.log, remove duplicates. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 and 2 again. So let's give it a shot and see what happens. Node main.js. Okay, so it did not work. Now let's take a look at our code. It removed the 1, but it didn't remove the 2. Why is that? Now some of you are probably screaming at your computer screens right now, and some of you probably don't know why this happened, but I'll explain. What happens is this: we'll use the I as an iterator to go through this. And every single time we loop through and execute our code, we increment the I by 1. That's how a for loop works. And then we're going to stop once we get to the length of the array. So what happens here, you know, I think this would actually be better illustrated if we printed out the original array. So this is the original array. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's at 4, and then when we get to index 5, we see that it's a duplicate and we remove it, as you can see. Now 2 jumps up to be at index 5, but we're already at index 6. The loop completes. So we miss it, we just dodge it. Now this is actually an issue I run into quite a bit, and there's a pretty easy fix. I set I equal to the length of the array minus 1, because again we start with 0, and that will start us out at the last element, and we're going to go all the way to the first element, and we're going to do it backwards. So I'll show you this. This time it worked. Why is that? Well, what happened is we did 2, so we started at 2, then 1, then 5, then 4, then 3. Then we saw 2 was a duplicate, and we bumped everything else up. So we popped the 2 out, and then we moved all of these up an index. But that didn't matter because we'd already looped through all of those. So when we hit 1, we were still at the proper index, and we were able to move that as well. So then we got the proper array. This is how you do it. This is how you remove duplicates out of an array. It's a pretty straightforward problem. And you can use this method that I just designed for just about anything. I shouldn't say I designed it. This is, This has been done by tons of programmers in the past. But if you go and you say cat, dog, bird, fish, apple, yeah, we're not sticking to just animals here. Let's get crazy. Okay. And then we execute it. You will see that we removed the duplicate cat. So that's how it's done with this. Please let me know if you're liking these tutorials. If you're not, downvote it and say something mean about me in the comments.